Welcome to the BattleBro. This time, it's Red's Pikachu, Pika, versus Blanka. If you'd like to know why whoever wins won, you can stick around after the battle, and I'll go into a breakdown of why. It's time to battle, bro. Why did Pikachu win this one? Well, let's take a look at the math. Pikachu puts out 100,000 volts of electricity with Thunderbolt, but volts alone don't necessarily mean lethal charge. So, if you look at the index entry that says Pikachu has the ability, and quite often does, burn patches of grass near its den while it discharges, you can take the information about grass, such as the specific heat, and the heat that it requires to brown grass, and turn that into an amp charge at 100,000 volts. That amp charge is around 5 milliamps. Apply the light ball bonus, which doubles the attack power, and megavolt, which multiplies that by 10, you're looking at about 1 full amp, more than enough to kill an average person. But that alone isn't the only reason Pikachu might win this one, because Blanka might be able to take an electrical charge like that. So, let's talk about the impact force. So, when Pikachu fought Juan's Celio used an ice ball attack. That ice ball, about as big as Celio, would be about 850 pounds. It's a big ice ball, moving fast enough to create a wake while it flies, and be moving at around 2 meters per second. Pikachu uses a full power thunder attack at Ash's command, and that not only stops the ice block, but it shatters it and sends it backwards towards Celio. That was about 1 second, probably faster. So, now we have a weight, velocity, and time. We can figure out exactly how much force Pikachu would have had to put out in order to knock that ice ball back. Well, that would be about 1,540 newtons. So, we reduce that to Thunderbolt, which is 1,330. Now, multiply that by 10, which gives us 13,000, and multiply that by 2. That's 26,000. That's an impact force of 5,980 pounds after Light Ball and Megavolt impacts. So, what does that mean for the human body? Well, the human femur bone takes about a sharp impact of 4,000 newtons, or just under 1,000 pounds, in order to fracture. Assuming 6 square inches of impact area, a cone about half as big as Pikachu, that's 4,433 newtons per square inch, more than enough to fracture the average human femur. An attack like that, over a wide area like that, would be able to, in my opinion, do some real serious damage to Blanka's body. And there's no reason Pikachu couldn't use that attack multiple times. Not to mention that Blanka would have been suffering from either toxic or static since the very beginning of the fight. Frankly, Pikachu was putting out far too much thunder for Blanka to be able to handle, and that's why Pikachu wins this battle, bro. Tune in next time to the Battle Bro, where we'll be comparing two new great fighters, and you'll get to see which one survives.